Hey everyone, my name is Tim at Midwest Ashes, all one word, at Midwest Ashes on Twitter. I don't use Facebook. I had to get away from it. It was just too much drama, I guess. Anyway, uh, forgive me. This is the first video I've ever done, but I feel it's warranted in this case. Anyway, the whole concept or reason behind this is a couple days ago, maybe a week ago, somewhere in there, Boveda uh, tweeted out, "What are your thoughts on our smart sensor?" And I replied back that I thought it was really awesome, but I have not purchased one yet. So I like the idea, I like the concept. I just haven't purchased it, mainly because I did not notice or did not see where you could buy just the sensor. I could only see the kit, and it comes with the 60-gram pouches, which I don't use. Everything that I have is 320 grams, I believe they are. It's the big box. Anyway, I run two of those in my coolador. It works out really well. I also mentioned that I think there should be other color options instead of the brown that I've seen. But anyway, they came back to me and gave me a direct link of where I could buy just the sensor with the calibration kit. And so I said, well, you called me out, and I went out and like not too long after that, and I bought the sensor, and it arrived a couple days ago. I just haven't had the time to sit down and open it, and I wanted to do some sort of review. I feel I owe it to Boveda, and hopefully I'm saying the name correctly. Um, and I've wanted to do a review for a long time, so I figured two birds, one stone. Anyway, it's been sitting on my counter, and here it is. This box right here. Now, my humidity packs, my humidity packs, my 320 grams, they come in a much larger box, and this is, I'm guessing, just the sensor. I do know it's from Boveda, and I wasn't expecting anything else, so I'm assuming it is a sensor. I know it's just a standard shipping box, but hey. So anyway, I'm going to grab a knife. I'm going to grab this one. It's just a little buck boot knife that I asked for Christmas because I need to throw some things on my list. It's kind of hard to create a Christmas list when you buy what you want all year round, and then Christmas comes around and people are like, hey, what do you want? I'm like, nothing. I already bought everything I want. So I have to come up with things like this. And I'm glad I didn't spend my own money on it because it's much, much smaller than what I was expecting. So anyway, cut the tape, open it up, and we have the packing receipt there. Yep, it is the smart sensor, which honestly I think $37.99 was probably the right price. Closer to 35 would be better, but it was $39.99 for one sensor. And I didn't see an option where you could get a discount for buying multiple sensors, which would have been nice. So anyway, looks like we have a one-step calibration kit at 75%. And I flip it around, and it's just got one of those little itty-bitty humidity packets that you find in cigar boxes that you get from the cigar shop. Like, when they sell the box of cigars, they take the empty, they put it on the shelf. You can go buy boxes of cigars. Looks like we got a smart guide. And it says to get started, download the app, open the app, add your sensor. Looks like they have a little protector over the battery so the battery doesn't drain. Just going by the directions here, it looks like it takes a standard watch battery. And yeah, so pretty simple. Looks like we're going to download the app, connect to the sensor, calibrate the sensor, and then put it into our humidor. So now I run 69% humidity packs in my coolador downstairs. It's running about 63, 64 according to my hygrometer. It's cold in the basement. And by the way, you can see behind me, half the wall is painted. this half and half is not. It's because I just moved into this house almost a week ago, and we are still in the process of painting. So I took out the calibration kit, I took out the instructions, and what's left in the box but a sensor. First impression is the box is actually really nice. It feels nice. It tells me what it is. Definitely a great little thing to sit at your tobacco shop on a little hook by the counter, kind of like a last-minute purchase. And if you hear my cat, he's actually rubbing my screen now. I'm a huge cat guy. Republicans, Democrats, cats. Don't hate me. What's up, Duncan? You gonna get in on the video? Yeah. Where's your tail? There he is. Hey, you're blocking my fame, buddy. All right, well, I'm not one that's going to tell my cat to get out of here, so he'll leave when he leaves. He might be back. You might get to see some cat butt. So anyway, I'm opening up the box. I have a battery. I'm hoping that this is a spare battery based off of the instructions that are telling me to pull the tab. So that's actually, if it is a spare battery, that's pretty cool, because one thing that I am horrible about is buying watch batteries. So inside the box, right now I got a battery. Looks like I got another little instruction booklet here. Yep, a couple different languages I see. I don't even, Duncan, crazy cat. Anyway, he's sleeping or laying down right on the other side of the laptop screen here, so he might bump it. So what did I say? Battery, instruction manual that doesn't look much, and then of course you got some Velcro strips, and then your smart sensor, which does have a pull tab, so that really leads me to believe that it's a spare battery. First impression, this thing is tiny, very tiny. Put it in my. I gotta figure out something here. See, I've never done this before. I have no idea which way to move. So there it is. Super tiny. I have an iPhone 8 with my cat, and there's the sensor. So I mean, it kind of gives you an idea of how small that thing is. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna pull off the battery cover, and there is a battery in there. So, hey, definite kudos / props for including a spare battery. Absolutely love that. And then, yeah, a little Velcro to stick it somewhere on your humidor. One thing that I'm learning right now is when you're doing a review video like this and you start tearing into things, pretty much what you get is what you have, because I'm not going to try to repackage all this stuff and start over if it's bad. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open or turn on my phone. I'm going to go to the App Store and I'm going to search Boveda. Boom. And the second, again, iPhone 8, the second choice is the Boveda app, and it's not an ad, so it's the first non-ad to pop up. I'm going to hit Get. Why don't you just come to this side and say, hey? He's peeking around the screen. Okay, Touch ID to install. And I didn't look to see how large the app is. 22 meg, so not a very big app at all. And I'm ready to open. Boveda, so the app is on there, and I know it's hard, all sorts of reflections and everything. All right, so anyway, it says, would you like to send you notifications? Sure, I'll allow it. Looks like I have to log in. And I believe I have an account since I have recently started buying the Boveda humidity packs. I believe I have an account. Let's just see if I get the username and password correct. It does. Okay, so once I log into my account, which I had previously created, if you haven't created one, obviously you'll have to create one. It has a little plus button in the top right hand corner, and obviously it's saying, hey, add a new Bluestream sensor to your, or to start protecting your valuables. So, I'm going to hit the plus according to the instructions. And then once you hit the plus, remove the pull tab. I have a little light that's blinking on, well, it was blinking on the front. Okay, so the app says that it found the sensor. It says your sensor is now blinking, which it is. Okay, continue. So, my humidor, it's kind of like creating a profile for your humidor is what it looks like. It's asking for a type. It allows me to choose from cigars, herbal, or other. I know what you herbal guys are up to. Brand, yep. Oh, add brand. And it has an asterisk, so shoot, I don't know. Model, quantity. Okay, so brand. I think my Coolador is an Igloo. So, and I'm hoping that I can change it later. Model, it's a 52 quart. So I'm going to put, 52 QT blue, because it is a blue Coolador. Quantity, I don't know. I'm somewhere around 300, 325, somewhere there. So I'm just going to go 325. Notes, nope, continue. Okay, always have a Boveda when you need it, blah, 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 blah. So it looks like it wants me to, the few quick clicks, you can securely reorder. Okay, I don't need to reorder right now. But I actually like the fact that in this step, it's asking me, hey, do you need more humidity packets? Because if so, we'll hook you up right now. I'm going to hit skip. Okay, so right now it is showing me, it just switches to like a, yep, there we go, a list. And there's my humidor. And it says 54 and 76, which is probably what it is in my house. All right. So then I'm going to click on my sensor on the screen and learn, maybe. So, okay. Here is problem number one. So I went through and you have your steps here, which is getting started, linking the sensor, calibrate, and install the sensor, okay? So in linking the sensor, it tells me to click the plus button in the top corner. Good. Pull the tab on the sensor. Good. Next, it says tap continue. Did that. Now it just says find the settings screen. So it says tap my humidor, then tap the gear icon. So I tap the humidor. Oh, okay, there we go. Maybe it's just me. That wasn't clear right off. I didn't get that right off. Okay, so now it brings you back to where you can like edit your profile, like your brand, your type, and so forth. All the stuff that we just filled out. It also allows you to add a picture. You can set your default order. I like that because then I can just say, hey, this humidor, I need 320 grams, 69% RH. I can go in here, click, it looks like, and boom, my order's done. I like that. I can set temperature alerts, humidity alerts, a low battery alert. So if my battery gets below 25%, hey, that's cool. And then let's see, it says get notified when an impact is detected, blink sensor, calibrate sensor, restore settings. Okay. So far it looks good. So once I've tapped that, I'm going to scroll down to calibrate sensor. I click calibrate and then okay, so I click calibrate. Okay, so when I click calibrate sensor, now I have a button that says calibrate. And it actually tells me that my sensor has not been calibrated, which is pretty cool. Okay, so now it says complete directions are on the back of the one-step calibration kit. Okay, well, I'm assuming that this is the back and this is the front, considering there are no directions on this side. All right. So simply place your hygrometer inside this bag and completely reclose the top zipper. Allow the kit to sit for a minimum of 24 hours at room temperature, 65 to 75. And I think it was like 71, 72 degrees right here. So that's fine. So the hygrometer should read the RH label stated above, 75%. All right. Easy enough. Tear it open. That was easy. Like butter. Open the bag. Sensor in the bag. Ooh, look at that. I even dropped it so you can see the logo. Completely seal it. We're going to set it aside right here. And according to the instructions, I have to wait 24 hours. Oh, I better hit calibrate. Do you have your calibration kit ready? 75%, yes, 1 point. Place the sensor inside your kit, seal it, leave it 24 hours room temperature. We will notify you upon completion. I'm ready to start. Sensor calibration ongoing. Please be patient while the sensor and kit acclimate fully. Okay. So now I'm just going to go all the way back to the home screen. It looks like, and I'm just, bear with me. I know this is boring for you, but anyway, I can change it in the settings, Fahrenheit, Celsius. I can go in, look at my count. I can shop. I can log out. That's cool. Click on my humidor. If I actually am at the home screen, I just see my humidor 5777. But if I click on that, it actually shows me I'm at, sorry about that, 5777. And it tells me when it was last updated. Set up a order. Nope, we don't need to do that. I got a history button where it can show me the history. Okay. Set a temperature alert. 64 degrees, maximum 70. Okay. Humidity alerts. It looks like for the most part, all the default settings. Oh, I can in impact. Okay. Oh, it's got, okay, so the sensor has an accelerometer in it. So if it gets bumped, it can send an alert. My coolador is downstairs. It's in the basement. The only person or thing that should be bumping it is me, maybe my cat. I haven't seen him smoke cigars, but whatever. So yeah, I guess for right now we're just gonna leave this sucker for 24 hours and see what happens. So, yeah, obviously everybody knows that it's Bluetooth. It's not wireless, so it's only going to work when your phone is close by. I've heard a lot of people say take an old iPad, the iPod that looks like the phone. I don't remember which one that is. I don't have one. And place that next to it and have that connected to the internet, and then somehow you could, so on and so forth. So wireless ability to be able to be anywhere, traveling the country at work, look up an address, maybe wirelessly it connects to your Wi-Fi router, which connects to your Boveda account, and I can log on, and then that would connect to the app so that, it's always telling me something. But we don't have that yet. I think they're probably looking into it. The only question I'm going to have with the Bluetooth is if I get close enough, because Bluetooth is short range, if I get close enough, will my phone automatically connect to it, and so on and so forth. And then, of course, then I'm not going to be getting live updates of temperature or anything like that. It's just whenever it connects. So I don't know. So far, I think it's cool. We'll see how it goes from here. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and turn this one off. And hopefully tomorrow, I'll be able to catch back up with you.